Hello everyone on the interwebs. My name is HuK, and today we're going to be watching a Starcraft 2 Heart of the Storm replay between our green Protoss in the upper left corner of the map, playing for Team Grubby. As it appears, it is none other than Grubby versus our yellow Protoss in the bottom right corner of the map, playing for Team Evil Geniuses, e.g. it is HuK. Now the map is indeed Whirlwind, and it's actually a pretty cool map. It's actually quite a big one, quite a big map, large map. It can lead to some sort of a macro tedious style of play, style of games, but it doesn't have to be that way. It can still have some pretty nice matches in this map. We have a pretty. You can kind of split the map in half if you want, if it leads to that in the late game. If you want to do some harassment around the map while trying to secure expansion, it can be kind of tough to do that, but it's still quite the nice thing to do in a situation like that. But now, we're seeing a pretty basic play from both players, and it's almost similar. Even the gateway timings, HuK's gateway timing is a bit ahead, because Grubby's timing on the probes is also kind of slowing down. But the Chrono Boost energy is at about the same place. Even the gas timings, they are pretty much equal. Just Grubby's gas timing is a bit ahead. Sham 2 had to leave the game, as it appears. He couldn't observe. I wonder who's even watching. Have Redson watching this match. The gateway here is done. Is going to pump out a Zealot maybe, or just a Cybernetics core. It's actually going to pop down the Cybernetics core. They both are. So it's a pretty defined build order, as it appears. They're really going for that PvP build that it's so defined they don't want to deviate. Probe scouting for a Grubby, but HuK is not doing the same. He prefers to just keep mining. He doesn't need the information, which is gonna hurt Grubby a little bit if he doesn't manage to actually get anything from it. But if he does get the information that he needs, he can really get ahead. Just because HuK doesn't have any information whatsoever. However, Grubby is not mining while HuK is full on mining, which could just lead to some economic troubles. But the army for Grubby is really low, just one gateway, while HuK is almost done with his second gateway, and just it's gonna be quite troublesome for Grubby. Third gateway, no, Twilight Council actually for HuK, so we might actually be seeing maybe some Dark Templars or some Blink Stalkers. I think that is my bet. I think that Blink Stalkers is kind of my bet at the moment. Zealots scouting around, Probe scouting around, making a pylon, and that Stalker just walking around the middle of the map. These two Stalkers might actually encounter. Oh, they almost did, but no, they just missed each other. And Grubby is actually gonna have a bit of a trouble defending this because all he has is a mothership core. It'll be a bit tough. Maybe not. Maybe he'll actually be able to defend nicely. And Dark Templars for HuK. But Grubby does not have any sort of detection whatsoever. I mean, Grubby doesn't have any sort of detection whatsoever. He has a Stargate, a proxy Stargate. But once he gets with the Oracle, 2 Oracles to HuK space, he's gonna see the Dark Templar Shrine. He's gonna be in trouble. Well, he will have the Oracle for scouting, for detection, but it's not gonna do that much. It's an energy, it's a timed, it's a limited detection, which is just not that great. Besides, I mean, especially with Dark Templars, because they have unlimited cloak, and they can just split so easily that you need multiple Dark Templars to actually, multiple oracles and multiple observers to just scout it down. The force field here was just amazing. They managed to trap the, wait, what? Oh, wait, that's Grubby's mothership core. I actually thought it was HuK's mothership core. That's kind of, why are you attacking your own sentry? Almost killed it though. It would have been great to actually kill it, but no, he didn't. Still, I don't think he saw the Dark Shrine. No, he didn't. He almost did, but no, he did not. Forge another pylon for Grubby, but HuK is committing to this style play. He's going to see the Dark Templars now, and he needs to get the Oracle up in the base ASAP. That Oracle needs to go home, but no, he's going to go for the harassment. Maybe he doesn't even know that there is Dark Templars in the map yet. He does know there's something in the base, but he can't really see it. Oh wait, there we go, he sees it, but the Oracle is doing some awesome damage for Worker Skill already, but the Stalkers, he's not focusing the Stalkers down. The Mothership 4 is not targeting what it's supposed to target, which is the Stalkers. The Oracle died, but still was pretty nice. Master Recall on that one Mothership core. No Nexus still being built here for Grubby. No expansion for both players actually. And the force field here was almost nice. He almost trapped both of the Dark Templars. We only trapped one. Still, it is half the damage that he can do, which is still pretty nice. The Dark Templar here is just going to destroy the cannon really nicely. And the rest of the army for HuK is already being sent to Grubby's base. Grubby is in a lot of trouble now. He is going to be in a ton of trouble. A lot of workers are being killed. Look at the worker skill tab is 7 versus 12. Even though Grubby did a lot of damage with the Oracle, still doesn't amount to damage that HuK is doing with the Dark Templars. The forces are trying to make the cannon actually survive, because it's the only cannon that it can actually make. The cannon is done! But the Dark Templars managed to get out of range. However, the rest of the army for HuK is here. He can still see one or two Dark Templars. He can actually see both the Dark Templar. Now he can't anymore. The rest of the army here is ready. The Grubby could just use the gateways, try and make something. But no, nothing for him. Wow. The Oracle for Grubby is just speeding on home. He needs it to come back as soon as he can. Wow, that's actually a pretty nice trap from Grubby, trying to trap those units there. Oh wow, he couldn't even kill the pound because of that force. That was actually an awesome force field, forcing that pound to actually, well, keep building to actually survive. But now the sentries should just kill it, both on overcharge though. And detection, yes, the detection here, almost killing the Dark Templar, but he did manage to force field the ramp. Oh my, that force field was amazing. More reinforcement for HuK coming along. He's actually working off 4 gateways. Still no expansion for both players. Grubby's in a lot of trouble. I don't know how he's going to be able to actually survive this. Even though he might be getting a Phoenix or a couple of air units, it's not going to be enough. He's actually in a lot of trouble. That's a lot of Stalkers, a lot of everything, and no upgrades for Grubby. Even though he has a forge, he can't afford it though. And the revelation, the envision is about to finish. Dark Templar here got killed. So a lot of the damage here is now just not being done, but more Stalkers for HuK are being sent on over to reinforce and to just power this army. They're both going for robotics facility at around the same time, which means that Grubby is not going to have that big of an advantage he thought he would be by getting that robotics. Now he needs to get some awesome force fields to just split that Stalker army in half. Oh, he did almost split, but the force fields here up here are just amazing. The blink, he blinked to the top of the ramp, and he just demolished the army of Grubby in a matter of seconds. Oh, that's missing a Mothership core and now dead, and a sentry, and both of them just died almost instantly. More Stalkers being worked in, an Oracle, but I think it's just GG for Grubby, and he does say it, GG, good game, victory by HuK, just with that Dark Templar harassment, and then he just piled Stalker on top of Stalker on top of Stalker, and Grubby just couldn't handle it. He was working off 2-3 gateways, while HuK was working out of 4 in a robotics facility, but he did have, of course, that economic advantage that he did get with those Dark Templars. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all next time.